"Tommy, don't be an asshole. Give me your keys." He waved them in his girlfriend's face, jumped in the driver's side, and wheel spun his Trans Am out of the Drunken Ducks parking lot. He slid a tape into the deck. Sabbath, Paranoid. Finished with my woman because she couldn't help me with my mind. He slapped the steering wheel on each beat. Going around Cooper's Pass, he almost lost the back end. Then something big hit the windscreen, went over the roof, and fell into the road. With squealing brakes, the Trans Am zigzagged to a stop. His Chuck 70s crunched over gravel, then glass, and finally squelched in warm blood. Lying in the road like a mangled scarecrow after a storm was a homeless guy who'd taken his final walk. Suddenly, a flashing white light. The world's richest man exited the chopper, flanked by 4 security guards. Inside the opulent air-conditioned lobby of the 7-star hotel, the manager awaited. He was standing by a trainee assistant. How did he make his money? "They call him the Count of Monte Cristo because apparently he found it in a cave," the manager answered. "He never stays in one place for more than 3 months. During the pandemic, he gave the Chinese government $1 billion for unrestricted travel. Mr. Erickson, welcome to the Metropole Foucault." A beautiful young girl hung a garland of flowers around his neck, handing him a glass of Dom Perignon. Behind the reception desk was a mural showing the long S of Vietnam with the island underneath. "Tell me," Erickson said, "how many kilometers offshore are we?" 40. "And the room?" "The entire top floor is requested." "And security?" "Sir, a single mosquito does not go unnoticed in this hotel." He turned. "Send up the girl and all the Dom Perignon you have." Thomas Erickson looked approvingly around the 1,000 square meter penthouse. There was a splash. The beautiful girl from downstairs was in the jacuzzi, champagne running down her slender brown limbs. He slipped out of his Armani suit and joined her. And then he heard it. Low at first, and then forceful like the tapping of a branch against a window. He looked over her delicate shoulder. There he was, again, the maimed homeless man. Thomas Erickson screamed, and his head guard knew it was time to fire up the helicopter. Somehow, the apparition only his boss could see had found him. As he was being ushered away in a dressing gown dripping with champagne, Erickson remembered that flash of light 44 years earlier on the moonlit road in rural Ohio. The angel, or was it a demon, had appeared and given him the choice: confess to manslaughter, or be granted riches in the knowledge his victim would always know his location, and if he touched him, bar his way to the afterlife. Long ago, he knew he'd made the wrong decision, but nothing could change his fate.